Hey! Is that the movie of 87? Is that the movie of 87? What's up, Mr. Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite movies. I am late for work, but also I'm going to be doing a quick movie review on the new movie, Five Nights at Freddy's. So, they did it. They have done it, boys. They have made the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. They have done it. And this movie is directed by a person named Emma Tammy, so let's just drop that here. But yeah, legendary video game Five Nights at Freddy's has finally received a live action adaptation, a movie, and it is a game that I've never actually played, but I've seen other people play it, and I also know someone who is really into Five Nights Freddy's lore when we were both 14 or something, when we were both 13 years old, 14 years old, and it's hilarious. So this movie is very much made for FNAF fans. It's very much made for fans who have played Five Nights at Freddy's for a long time, who are invested in the lore, and your average moviegoer is not the target audience of this movie. And I don't play the games. I know like nothing outside of the memes, so I honestly didn't have any expectations going into the movie, and honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not as terrible as I thought it would be, but also it's kind of silly. It's a very silly movie, and I think part of the reason why I found this movie silly is because when I'm watching this movie, these memes just play in my head. I just keep thinking of memes. So this movie constantly feels funny for me. It's just never really scary, and it's always really funny. There's even a death scene where someone's head gets chomped off, and yeah, it's, I guess, a scary scene, but then that scene reminded me of the bite of 87. Oh my god, is that the bite of 87? So, and and all the other memes, and then it gets even funnier when there's a MatPat cameo where they wrote this scene, this restaurant scene, just so that MatPat could show up out of nowhere and say, "That's just a theory," and and I ironically love that scene because it's so lame, it's so pointless, it's so lame that
The average female is 5'2" or 1.57 meters. Our crewmate...
I bet MatPat fans are gonna watch this movie in the theaters, and when this scene plays, they're just gonna stand up and shout, "Oh my god, he said the thing! He said the thing!" And apparently there's also another cameo here by someone by the name of Corey, which I don't watch, unfortunately. Apparently, originally Markiplier was gonna show up in the first scene. Damn, it would have been amazing to see him in this movie. Damn. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this movie is about a guy played by Josh Hutcherson, who himself has also turned into a bit of a meme. Who is jobless, he has PTSD, he has nightmares, and he finds a job, a security job at Five Nights at Freddy's. Turns out it's a very scary, spooky place with killer animatronic robots. And the movie adds so much backstory and lore to his character, and you know how his brother was kidnapped, which I understand. It's, you know, essential for the overall, like, you know, message or theme, or but then there's also and then his mom died, and then his dad committed suicide, and he has to take care of his sister, and his aunt hates him, and his aunt wants his cousins to fight him, and or maybe not cousins, maybe they're just babysitters, maybe they're not connected, but it's like it's so complicated for a horror movie about Five Nights at Freddy's. Some people complain that it's boring. Honestly, I don't find those scenes boring. I don't find these backstory scenes boring. I just think they're as cliche as it gets. But then again, it's a movie about Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? Like, of course it's gonna be as cliche as it gets. And I would rather... This movie's 1 hour and 49 minutes long. I'd rather it's 1.5 hours long, trim the fat, and make the horror more horror. Like, if this movie is like a 90-minute long campy slasher horror film with a lot of violent deaths, a gory bloody kill fest, I think this movie would have been way more entertaining. Also, apparently Josh Hutcherson's character's sister is a telepath. Like, she can read his dreams, and you know, she has imaginary friends, and turns out those friends are actually the animatronics. And it's like, how the hell does she even know that? Like, does she have special powers? The movie never really explains that. Forgot to mention this, but Matthew Lillard, he rocks. He just rocks in every movie he's in. He's amazing. And the animatronics are not even that scary in the first place. You can tell they're animated, and they don't look really real. And it's even less scary when halfway through the movie, the animatronics sort of like become friends with Abby, the sister character, and it's just kind of wholesome and fun, and like, it's just not even that scary. And overall, the movie's just kind of hilarious. Again, maybe it's just because of all the memes that I've been seeing, but just the whole premise in general is just kind of hilarious. Like, like, you have the main character whose name I already forgot. I think it's shoot, I actually forgot already. Josh Hutcherson, who like tries to find a job, and he just ends up in this place, and then there's this female cop character who just randomly shows up and explains everything to him.
Any of the games, so I'll play through. What the?
And she's like, this place, it'll get to you. Don't let it get to you. And it's just kind of funny, the whole thing. So yeah, I'm giving Five Nights at Freddy's a strong 3 out of 10. It's honestly not that bad. It's somewhere between a strong 3 and a light 4. It's still like a not good movie, but honestly, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny movie, not gonna lie. So have you seen Five Nights at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be.
Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.